Hello, welcome back to Fire Essence Gaming. My name is Ben, and today we're going to continue on with Ever17. So, last time out, appeared there's some sort of damage to the facility somewhere that the others went to investigate, while we went up to find you and wound up learning a bit more about her backstory. So yeah, let's go pick it up right here.
Oh, I give up.
You mutter this and look down dejectedly. She leaned back in the chair and it squeaks. In the end, she hadn't found any new clues. Actually, she hadn't even gotten past the authorization screen. Access denied. Invalid name or password. That message had been displayed again and again. It still sat in the middle of the screen. He was really down. So you couldn't get it? The password? Cool. Apparently a psi equals nope. Don't you have any ideas? And apparently, means like what? I like it. I mean, when somebody sets a password, it's usually a word that has to do with them. Birthday or phone number for something short. Even somebody that wanted to think of something nobody would know would probably come up with the phrase related to their past. I mean, there's almost nobody that uses a meaningless combination of numbers and letters. If they did, they would probably forget it. And if they forget it, then the password is meaningless.
I know that. I tried all the things I could think of.
I
tried them backwards. There's anagram all possible patterns I could imagine. But it's no good. I'm just a normal person when it comes to computers. I'm no hacker or cracker. I don't have any illegal programs. Can't just type one out right now.
You stuck her hands up in the air, signaling her surrender. I know, Sarah could probably do it, right? I remember Sarah was a top-level hacker. You said Sarah took first prize in some code-breaking contest, right? What about she'd make a password-breaking program for you?
Maybe.
You didn't seem keen on the idea. Why don't you ask her?
I could, but I don't want to. I don't want to involve her in this.
I thought maybe she was still concerned about the criminal element of the idea. But you don't mind getting me involved?
Well, you came and involved yourself.
I suppose. But at this rate, you probably wouldn't find a clue during her lifetime. I wanted to help her out. And it's a way of thanking her for helping me.
There is just one clue.
You took a piece of paper from atop the console. What's that?
This is inside my mom's machine. I sneaked into her research room before coming here. I was looking for clues about my father, of course. When I went in, I saw their computer was on. Looking at it, I saw that there was a text file inside a password. When I opened it, there was only one line. There was some Japanese sentence typed inside it.
Then you saw the password?
Sure, I saw it. I don't remember it.
What?
I was in a hurry. I tried to take a note of it before I was found out, but I didn't see any pen or anything around, and there were no discs or anything I could copy it to. Thinking about it now, I should have sent it to myself by email.
焦っていたので考えつかなかった。とっさにプリントアウトしようと思ったんだけど、印刷が完了した直後、お母さんが戻ってきてしまったの。私はトレーにあった用紙を素早く掴むとポケットにねじ込んだ。
But I was in a rush and didn't think about it then. Suddenly I thought that I should figure it out. As soon as I stopped putting my mom back, I snatched the paper that was in the tray and jammed it in my pocket.
Huh? What do you mean? So the paper you have now is the one with the password on it? You held out the paper without saying anything. Huh? What's this? A barcode?
に見えるけど、普通のバーコードの規格とは違うみたいだし。
It looks like it, but it seems different than normal barcodes.
It's got 10 lines.
Yup.
What does this have to do with anything?
さあ。
Who knows?
About how many characters were in the password? You said it was Japanese, right? About how many characters was it?
よく覚えてないけど、10文字プラマイ1文字くらいじゃないかな。
Yeah, I don't remember very well. Maybe 10 characters, give or take?
Was it all written in Japanese? Any
確
numbers?
か漢字とひらがなの組み合わせだったと思う。数字やカタカナやアルファベットはなかったはず。
Pretty sure it was just Japanese. I don't remember any numbers or anything else.
I wonder which end of this is the
さ
top.
あ。
You got me.
Or could it be written vertically? Nah, no way. If you printed out a text file, why would it come out as a barcode?
さあ。
Who knows?
No hints?
ヒント？
Hints?
答えがわからないのにヒントなんか与えられるはずないでしょ。
If I don't know the answer, how can I give you a hint?
But you have to remember something, right? Like, does it have to do with food or a person's name? You shook her head and spoke.
見たって言ってもほんの数秒のことなのよ。
You saw it, but only for a second.
But how could you forget something so important?
でも私は少なくとも自分の住所が好きだ。
Well, at least I know my address.
電話番号も生年月日も社会保障番号も。
Phone number, birthday, my social security number.
それから自分の名前だってわかるんだから。
I even know my name.
Alright, that just feels like she's taking a dig at the kid.
大事なことを忘れてるのはどっちなのかしら？
Yep, definitely taking a dig at him.
Now who's forgetting the important things?
I looked again at the paper we thought contained the password. It looks like it just printed it super weird and blew it up. I was obsessed with solving the puzzle we'd found. It was frustrating. Now who's forgetting the important things? What could I say to that? It's not like I wanted to lose my memory. Watch this, I'll remember everything just to show you. But first, I had to figure this out. I had my mind set on it. I almost felt like solving this as a rite of passage would help restore my memory. Could it be? I thought for a second. Let's go with that one. I thought that if I tilted it a little, I might be able to see something. Ah, I got it. Listen, if you take the paper and set it like this... What? Let's see. The empty fall sky, a single cuckoo calls out, brings a chill to me. What is this?
ちょっと貸して。
What? Let me see that.
You grabbed a slip of paper from my hand. Then she copied me and set the paper sideways in the same way.
本当だ。
You're right.
すごい。すごいよ少年。
Amazing, kid. You're amazing.
You grabbed my hand and shook it happily. But she didn't stop there. She pulled me close to a big bear hug. My face was pressed hard against her bust. It was a nice fit, a little too nice. I struggled for air. I give up. Give mercy. I almost felt dangerously excited by the softness of her.
やったやったやった。
We did it. We did it. Yeah.
Finally, you let me go. She jumped around gleefully like a rabbit. I was glad she was happy, even if she did almost crush me. Watching you all happy like that seemed to wash away all my irritation and fatigue. The stress I was feeling simply faded away. It was like the winter frost melting away under the spring sun.
そうか、真上から見てたからいけなかったんだ。
Get it now, you can't see it from right above it.
ここから見れば、なるほど。
But if you look from the side, I see it now.
But why do you suppose it came out in a barcode
リン
like
ちゃんの
this?
調子が悪かったんじゃない？
The printer's probably in bad shape.
I think so? It's hard to believe that would make it print like
いい
this.
のにそんなことはもうどうでも。
Yeah, I don't care about that
と
now.
にかくパスワードが分かればそれでいいんだから。
Anyway, as long as I have the password, things are fine.
The empty fall sky, a single cuckoo calls out, brings a
多
chill
分
to me.
これは朝岡式の俳句。水無月の北欧に涼しホトトギスをもじったものだと思う。
I think this is a variation of the famous haiku, The Empty June Sky, a single cuckoo calls out, brings a chill to me, by Shiki Masaoka.
だから正しい読み方はおそらく
So, if I input it like
海
this...
月の北欧に涼しホトトギス。
The empty fall sky, a single cuckoo calls out, brings a chill to me.
Wow.
よし、それじゃあこのフレーズを試してみるよ。
Alright, let's try this for a password.
A recharged you face the screen triumphantly, but
海月の北欧に涼しホトトギスだ。
Empty fall sky, a single cuckoo calls out, brings a chill to me. Okay.
access denied. Validate her password. I mean, that's way too long. But she still couldn't get into the sea level information. Just then,
あれ？
What in the...
the screen went black. What just happened?
わからないけど、認証画面から強制排出されちゃったみたい。
I don't know, but it looks like it automatically shut down the authorization screen.
Huh? After a moment, the screen turned to normal. You pecked away at the keyboard and called up the authorization screen again. Access denied. Currently, this name cannot be logged in.
何それ？
What? What is this?
She tried it again. The result was the same. What does this mean?
何度もパスワードを間違えたから、プロテクトが作動しちゃったんじゃないかな。
Maybe I entered the wrong password too many times, sacrificed some kind of protection.
つまり、レミの方からお母さんの名前でのアクセスを完全に遮断されてるってこと？
In other words, Lemmy's completely denied access to my mom's name.
So,
しばらくの間は諦めるしかないってことね。
So we'll have to give up for the time being, I guess.
you shrugged exaggeratedly.
せっかく苦労して解読してくれた少年には悪いんだけど、
You went to so much trouble to read this for me, kid.
そもそもこの句がそのままパスワードであるという保証はどこにもないんだよね。
But from the start, there's no guarantee that what's on that paper is the password.
むしろこの句自体はただのヒントで、お母さんはこの句から連想する何かをパスワードにしていたと考えるのが妥当だと思う。
It would make more sense if this was some kind of hint that my mom used to remember the
そう
password.
じゃなきゃ、マシンの中にパスワードと銘打って保存しておくのはあまりにも危険すぎるよ。
It wouldn't make much sense to call the file password otherwise. It'd be too dangerous.
I mean, that is a fair point. I wondered why Yu's mom would choose his password, or choose his poem. I wondered what was hidden in the 17 syllables of this poem. There's no answer to any of my questions. A while after that, we heard from Takashi that repairs on the warehouse had been completed with no problems. We finally gathered again in the conference room. We were killing time. We still couldn't think of a way to escape. Still, we didn't want to feel like we were completely wasting our time. So, we all decided to wander around Lemieux one more time. As we made the rounds, Takashi said, "What do you think the record is for running from one end of Lemieux to the other? Think we should try to give the chicken sandwiches a completely new flavor somehow." He made a number of stupid comments. We all, with the exception of Tsugumi of course, listened half exasperated, half interested. We all knew. As long as we were doing something, it kept our minds off things we couldn't change. like about how there's no way out, or remembering where we were. We decided to meet at 8 p.m. for dinner. Everyone was left to wander around freely until then. I decided to help you try to repair the infirmary scanning machine. Of course, it was kind of an indirect thank you to her for looking after me when I was feeling down 2 days before.
Alright then, should we get started?
You plucked down the floor with the tools and parts, spreading out the repair manual. Of course, the repairs were Yu's job. I was just there to help. I was getting used to handling the tools and getting better at predicting which tool would be used next. I thought if there were an exam for expertise in handling pliers or screws, I'd pass with flying colors. But the repairs were tougher than I imagined. You grunted as she stared at the diagram. You still haven't figured it out?
If you be quiet, I might.
It's not here. She searched all over but couldn't find the cause of the problem. You said everything looked normal. In other words, there's no sign of anything broken.
Jesus, good for nothing, stupid, idiotic. Ah!
All of a sudden, you lost your cool, pounded on the diagram, and kicked the toolbox. Hey, that's not very grown up of you. You know, you could ask Sora about how to fix it later. You want to clean up for now?
Oh, sorry.
So you're the two of you are. Oh, hey, Takshi.
What are you doing here, Takshi?
Nothing really. I just thought I'd get some coffee or something to wake me up. What about you two? What are you and the kid up to?
You can't tell me looking.
If I could, do you think I'd be asking? Takshi, do you think you could lend us a hand? Sure, I can do that. You want help picking up this stuff? Yeah. We split up and started picking up the tools strewn around the room. Screwdrivers and screws had fallen all the way to the walls.
Do you think we got everything?
No, there's one more right there. There's something in the corner. Huh? Hey, what's this? It actually picked up something that looked like an electric plug. No, it was an electric plug. The cable continued, disappearing under the floor. It was embedded there. I wonder what this is supposed to power. In the wall was an outlet, the same as in the home. Takshi stuck a plug into the wall? Yay, something's moving. Oh, hey, looks like it's for that machine over there. Brilliant. Which means...
It would appear it was unplugged.
Hey, by the way, Takshi shot a question at me and you who were speechless. What were you doing here anyway? Just then, somebody else appeared. It was Tsugumi. But when she saw us, she clicked her tongue, irritated away, turned to leave the room. Door opened again immediately. This time it was Sara. It could have been my imagination, but she looked kind of angry about something. Sara stood her ground, blocking the exit so Tsugumi couldn't leave. Get out of the way.
Quit running away and answer.
I said, out of the way.
I said, give me an answer.
It seemed like the two of them were fighting. But I wonder why. I couldn't think of any reason for the two of them, couldn't think of any reason for the two of them to fight.
そんなに大声出したらあの3人に聞こえるわよ。
If you keep shouting, the three of them will hear.
別に構わないでしょ。
I don't care.
おい、二人ともどうしたんだよ。
Hey, you two, what's up? Takushi asks us as he approached them.
それはこっちが聞きたいわ。
That's what I want to know. Tsugumi said this mixed with a sigh. Then she gave Takushi the evil
あな
eye.
たたち一体何を企んでいるの？
What are you all planning anyway?
何をって。それこそなんだよ。意味わかんねえこと言うなよ。
What are we? What are you planning? Stop the nonsense already.
どうしたの？マヨ。
Hey, Maya, what happened?
You said it as if to calm Sarah's nerves. She still looked pretty riled up. She was staring at Tsugumi bitterly. Tsugumi? Huh? For an instant, I thought that Tsugumi drew up her face sadly.
さあ、どきなさい。
Now, get out of my way. As she turned around, Tsugumi tried to push Sarah out of the way. Sarah resisted.
そうやってあの人からも逃げたんだ。
So what? You run away from him same as you're trying to run away from me now?
Sarah said that as the two of them wrestled. Tsugumi stopped moving.
やっぱりそうなんだ。
So you did.
Sarah crossed her arms tightly.
最低。
You suck.
最低だ。この人でなし。
You're inhuman.
Tsugumi lifted up her right hand as if to hit Sarah. But Takushi grabbed her hand.
おい、落ち着けって。
Hey, calm down. Sarah didn't miss her chance. Sarah's open palm echoed on Tsugumi's cheek.
You little...
The raging Tsugumi threw off Takushi and stole from Sarah whatever it was she was holding. She went to throw whatever it was she had against the wall. She stopped an instant before.
やめろ。
Stop. Takushi went to grab her arm. Tsugumi's arm went slack and something slipped to the floor. It clattered loudly. Something glittered as it bounced. It looked like a pendant. Sarah scooped up the pendant as if she were picking up a fragile piece of ice. Sarah's back quivered tensely. She looked down, dropping her head. And then she squeezed her fist around the
マ
pendant.
ヨ。
Maya? You said it softly, but Sarah didn't appear to hear. Sarah lifted her face. Biting her lip, she glared at Tsugumi. Both of her eyes were welling up with tears. Tsugumi stared coldly at Sarah as if looking down at her from far above. Sarah withstood the glare and stared back at Tsugumi in rage. She continued to resist silently, trying not to shed tears, not to sob. The scene was just like... how to put it? It was like the emotion that was about to explode to the surface had sunk away to nothingness. The next thing I knew, Tsugumi turned to leave the room. Sarah still focused her glare on Tsugumi. I looked back and forth between the two of them. Finally, I let my eyes trail off after Tsugumi. He was there to help Sarah. But first, I wanted to find out what the fight was all about. I ran out of the infirmary and called to Tsugumi. Hey, Tsugumi. But she ignored me and headed for the corridor. Why does it always turn out like this? Even if I was tired of everything, I had no choice but to chase after her. Hey, wait. She shot me a glance, but did not slow her step. I said wait. I caught up to her and grabbed her arm, trying to stop her, but she shook off my hand.
触らないでって言ったでしょ。
I told you to never touch me. Sorry. Then Tsugumi started walking in as if nothing had happened. Still, I continued after her without giving up. I started talking to her as I walked next to her, peering at her face. Why are you fighting with Sarah?
あなたには関係のないことよ。
It's none of your business. Tsugumi answered without looking at me, letting me know my questions were
他
unwanted.
人のことにいちいち首を突っ込まないで。
Don't go poking your nose into things that don't concern you. How can this not concern me? I thought I had said enough. It really probably doesn't have anything to do with me. I don't have any right to involve myself in people's private affairs. But still.
いえ、 やっぱり関係あるかもしれないか。
No. Well, actually, it might have something to do with you. What? Tsugumi strode away. I stood stunned for a moment. I soon pulled myself together and stared after her again. No matter how much I called out to her, Tsugumi didn't respond. At last, I caught up with her again. We were at the gate for boarding the jellyfish gondola. Finally, Tsugumi pulled up there. It didn't look as though she'd stopped there with any intention of riding the gondola. But it didn't look like she was going to move elsewhere either, or even sit down for that matter. Her eyes were just trained on the half-transparent gondola, which was partially visible beyond the gate. Hey. It looked like she was completely ignoring me. You don't have to respond, just listen to what I'm going to say. I won't ask you to trust us anymore. But that doesn't mean you have to fight with anyone. We're all in the same situation here, we have to help each other. Tsugumi turned and faced me.
格式なことね。
What an insightful comment. Don't joke around.
率直な感想を言ったまでよ。
I'm just telling you exactly how I feel. I figured that I should take the fact that she responded to me as a slight change in attitude. I shot at her another question. Why do you think we're your enemies? What reason could she possibly have?
言ったでしょ。信用できないからよ。
I've already told you, I can't trust you.
明らかにあなたたちの行動は尋常じゃない。
You're all acting
自
suspiciously.
分の意思でそうやっているのかどうかは別としてね。
I don't know whether you're acting of your own will, but still. Yeah, I don't get you. What exactly is
あの
suspicious?
時と同じことをしようとしてるじゃないの。
You're trying to do the exact same thing that you did before. The same as what
あなた
before?
が本当に記憶喪失なら知らないかもしれないけど、
If you really have lost your memory, then maybe you don't
今
know.
回の事故だってきっとまた何か裏があるに決まってるわ。
There has got to be something going on behind the scenes with this accident as well. You mean to tell me you've experienced the same thing as this before? Tsugumi stared at me intensely. I took a look as a yes. In that case, I wonder if the same held true for me. So that means you can foresee what's going to happen, right?
Eh?
Huh? I'm right, aren't I? So it's not just me then. But then, how come I can see into the future all of a sudden? Wait, when did he get to see in the future? See the future. No, the feeling I had was less one of seeing it, more like knowing the future, or possibly having experienced it before? Did I know it? Had I experienced it? Why? That was because the same thing's happening again. That's it. You and I must have traveled to the past, Tsugumi.
タイムスリップ？
Traveled to the past. Yup. The theory I had hit upon excited me. I was sure it almost had to be. I have the same sense. I know the future. Back at the generator room, I knew that the room had built up heat. And took this morning, I had a feeling that there'd be trouble in the warehouse. And when I first met Sara, I felt like I'd experienced something like it before. I think I've probably experienced the same thing in my past. Tsugumi just stared at me. I could clearly see that she was flustered. Hey, tell me your story. When I asked Tsugumi that, it was as if she snapped back to reality, her expression and the look in her eyes back to normal.
あなたに話を？冗談でしょ。
My story? What, are you kidding?
あなたが奴らの仲間かもしれない以上、あなたに手の内を明かすようなことなんてできないわね。
As long as I can't tell if you're in this with the others, I won't tell you anything. I felt dejected, like I had finally found someone that could share my feelings, but wouldn't.
いいこと？前にも言ったけど、これ以上奴らには関わらない方が身のためよ。
Listen, I told you before, it'd be best for you if you stayed away
も
from
ちろん、私にも。
them. And me, too. Why?
あなた、やけに理由にこだわるのね。理由なんてどうでもいいの。
You really get bogged down in the why of things, don't you? The why is not important. She crossed her arms and said this
でも
forcefully.
あえて理由があるとしたら、それがあなた自身にとって最もいい結果をもたらすからよ。
But if there is a reason, it is so that things turn out the best for you.
例えば、
For example,
あなたの記憶喪失だって 奴らの仕業かもしれないのよ。
Your memory loss could be because of them. Huh? That was a shocking idea. Her words just about stopped my heart for a moment. What? There's no way. I had never even entertained that idea. Tsugumi turned to walk away from me, ignoring me in my state of dismayed confusion. I didn't have any power left to chase after her.
ああ、そうだ。それともう一つ。
Oh, and there's one more
おしゃべりついでに、私もその未来予知とやらをしてあげましょうか。
As long as we're shooting the breeze, shall I predict a bit more of the future for you? I slowly lifted my face and looked at Tsugumi. She looked serious all of a sudden. Tsugumi predicted
この
that
まま奴らに利用され続ければ、
if you continue to let yourself be used by
7
them,
日に
on the 7th,
あなたは死ぬの。
you'll die. Alright, that's interesting little development there. And I feel like that's a good place to end to call for today. So, as always, thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you all next time.